Do you have so many hobbies and unfinished projects that sometimes you even feel embarrassed sharing them? Have you changed multiple jobs but still feel like you haven't found your real calling? You easily come up with new ideas, you are a rapid learner, and you can almost always combine the uncombinable. High chances are that you are a multipotentialite, and in this video you will find tips how to make your multi-passionate life happier. Do allow yourself to start new things. I know now we are constantly told about the importance of investing our time and money in something that is really useful, that we should keep doing what we are doing, the whole 10,000-hour rule, etc. But as an experienced multipotentialite, I can tell you that all those sentiments haven't made me merrier or wealthier so far, but trying more new things did improve my life drastically. Don't rely on other people's opinions about your own progress and achievements. You know better. I've come across tons of criticism that was often served under the sauce of care. Why don't you try doing something that really works? I'm just worried you're wasting your life. Why don't you become more ambitious? Years are ticking away, and etc. And first I was angry and was kind of questioning my own decisions, but now I just try to let it flow, and my caravan of ideas keeps moving. Do write down all your ideas, even if they are too crazy to implement right now. Writing everything down helps me organize the creative process. It also gives a certain feeling of fulfillment and creates a cool library that can come in handy at the most unexpected moment. For example, I had a habit of writing down interesting business name ideas, and when, as a copywriter, I began to be offered naming projects, those listed ideas were super helpful. Don't think that if you quit something, you failed. You don't have to finish things just because you are told that that's what people do. For multipotentialites, just the fact of creating new possibilities is a joy. Do revisit your old hobbies from time to time. That said, don't declutter your hobby supplies right away after your first fresh interest is gone. Just let them sit. Trust me, I regret leaving my jewelry making and felting supplies a lot. Don't feel like you have to become a pro in everything that you do. Multipotentialites find happiness in everything new and exciting and don't have to prove their worth with results. Perfectionism is our enemy. Do let yourself be volatile. Certain hobby passions can last only for one day, and it's totally fine because, let's just admit, some sweet romances are not destined to last forever. Don't overconsume what other people do or make. Find your own style, let inspirations infuse you with creative spirits, and then shape them into something that is uniquely you. Do try to monetize your hobby in any way, because it will help you feel more fulfilled. I cannot describe how happy I was when 3 or 4 years ago I got a message from an artist who found me by hashtags and wanted to buy one of the pencil cases that I was creating back then. Multipotentialites, especially the ones who are into crafts, often create much more than they or their family and friends can use, but are still afraid to sell those items and to market their skills. And I really don't think that we should be ashamed of our desire to monetize our talents, because it's a fair wish and, after all, it's a huge motivation. Don't be afraid to start everything anew. But if you are a multipotentialite, you know this already. We don't count, we enjoy the process and just live up to the beat of our Renaissance heart. Do remember that being a multiple passion person is a valid characteristic of yours. All people are different and all have different skills, it's just you have a little bit more of them to develop. Don't think that you should follow only a 100% success-proven path in order to be happy. Multipotentialites share an unconventional approach to personal fulfillment, which will not necessarily bring you a ton of money. But if we as multipotentialites cared about money only, we would bury a lot of skills and ideas and be miserable. Do try multiple sources of knowledge. Learning new skills is always a joy for a multipotentialite, but we often lack time for juggling all our projects. And that's why searching for solid tutorials can become so challenging. And that's why I love Skillshare so much, and I love it for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who wants to explore their creativity and learn. Recently, I've done the course Embroidery on Photographs with 10 Simple Stitches by Peggy Dean. It's so easy to follow, fun, engaging, and inspiring. I plan to incorporate more stitch work in my analog collages, but to try new waters, I just created a simple, winter-inspired card with a cute squirrel. Together with stitches, I added some punch needle texture. If you want to explore this course and many other craft tutorials, try Skillshare. The first 1,000 people to use my link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Don't feel obliged to share your new passions immediately. Save the first spark of passion to yourself, just let it settle and bring some fruit. Sometimes people can make pretty hurtful comments, and even if well-intended, their critique can diminish your excitement. So just wait and enjoy the intimacy of just you and your new endeavor. Do be proud of what you do. I've worked as a teacher for some time and noticed that the older we get, the more self-conscious we become, especially when it comes to creative processes. We just don't allow ourselves to think that the act of making or doing something is precious in itself. If you dive into something new, just be proud, own it, and it will add so much more fulfillment. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Traditional patterns kill the joy of creativity for multipotentialites. Just go with your own one-of-a-kind flow. Do have fun. Being too serious is not a multipotentialite thing at all. Embrace the chance. There is no such a thing as a failure. Just experiment and let your own experience find you. Don't be overwhelmed by all your abandoned projects. Each multipotentialite has a personal cemetery of unrealized ideas. Remembering and honoring your creative adventures add value to your multipotentialite journey. Do prioritize. Some projects are more important than others in terms of future potential, money, or simply viability. Just remember that we all have different priorities that depend on our personal situations. Don't stop, ever, because creativity, novelty, and exploration are your fuel. So keep your Renaissance spirit thriving. If you have anything to add to this list of do's and don'ts, welcome to the comment section. Also, feel free to share your multipotentialite experience, your joys, struggles, and tips, and let me know if you want more content about being a multipotentialite. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end, my friends. As always, be safe and keep your heart open, and I hope to see you soon. Пока-пока.